Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Putin troops suffer, never before seen, lung poisoning after being ordered to crawl down 10 gas pipe to attack Ukraine. Vladimir Putin's soldiers have reportedly been left with never-before-seen lung poisoning after crawling through a 10-mile gas pipeline to attack Ukraine. Russian troops were sent on the bizarre mission earlier this month through a disused pipe near Sudzha, in Russia's Kursk region, with the goal of sneaking behind enemy lines. But not only were many of the soldiers slaughtered by Ukrainian forces, survivors are now said to be suffering from chemical pneumonitis, an acute lung inflammation caused by inhaling toxic substances. Doctors have revealed the condition appears to have worsened over time, with scans showing lungs resembling chronic pneumonia in some of the fighters. A medic, filmed in a leaked video, said he had treated a soldier who went through the pipeline, originally built to supply Russian gas to Europe, and had been suffering from serious shortness of breath for 3 or 4 days. It's still delayed, and the consequences are still unknown, the doctor said. Asked if recovery was possible, he added, "This is the first time we've seen this. First time in the world, really." He displayed disturbing slides showing the clogged lungs of the poisoned soldier, comparing them to those of a pneumonia victim. A voice was heard on the video saying, "May God grant them health and recovery." One field hospital medic, linked to the notorious Akhmat commando unit from Chechnya, confirmed the troops were struck by a double whammy of oxygen deprivation and gas poisoning. They suffered from hypoxia and poisoning by unknown gas in the pipeline, he said. "We created our own treatment method. We first conducted desintoxication therapy and cleaned the lungs of patients of small particles. The particles could trigger major health problems. We diluted the spit to the maximum and made the particles leave the lungs with the spit." The Kremlin has not commented on the reports, but Russian pro-war analyst Sergei Karnikov hailed the soldiers, saying, "These men literally sacrificed their health so that the residents of Sudzha could return to their homes. Recovery will take a very long time." The secretive mission was first exposed when shocking footage emerged showing Russian troops crawling through the narrow, 5-foot diameter pipe, cursing their commanders and complaining of exhaustion. In the clip, believed to be filmed by troops inside the tunnel, one soldier is heard saying, "We've walked a kilometer, we're already ed up." Another blasts, "Stupid asterisking mission. They took our asterisking assault rifles too." Others are seen smoking and eating in the darkness of the pipeline, with one sarcastically saying, "It's 12 kilometers to Sudzha by pipe, but it's okay." The Seven-style plot, bizarrely reminiscent of Bond film The Living Daylights, reportedly saw around 100 Russian troops crouchwalking for miles under the front lines. Ukraine says they were detected, and then bombarded with missiles, artillery, and drone strikes as they emerged behind enemy lines. Kyiv claims 80 out of the 100 soldiers were wiped out in the failed sabotage raid, and released drone footage showing bombs being dropped on the pipe. The enemy's losses are very high, Ukraine's general staff said in a statement. Russian special forces are being identified, blocked, and destroyed. Ukrainian officer Myroslav Hai said, "Ukrainian paratroopers destroyed a large group of saboteurs." The Russians attempted to replicate the tactics used in the Avdiivka operation, leveraging engineering structures to infiltrate Ukrainian territory. According to pro-Kremlin sources, the operation took a week to complete, including 2 days of crawling and 4 days lying in wait. Russian Telegram channel Romanov Light claimed troops were poisoned by methane and had little food or water during the mission. Despite the heavy losses, the source praised the troops as real warriors who accomplished their goal, even as others questioned how they could have uploaded the pipeline footage if they had all perished. There has been no independent verification of Russia's conflicting claims, and the Kremlin remains tight-lipped over the bizarre and deadly mission. While a tentative truce over the Black Sea and energy infrastructure was agreed this week, best to not hold your breath waiting a peace to come to Ukraine anytime soon. Russia has already begun lobbying accusations at Kyiv and firing cruise missiles in a separate show of strength. No evidence was provided, but the moves fit a familiar pattern of Russian disinformation and deflection. President Zelensky has warned that Moscow always lies and is already trying to distort agreements made during the behind-the-scenes talks in Saudi Arabia. Russia's partial ceasefire comes with strings attached, including demands for sanctions to be lifted and banking access restored, which Kyiv has flatly rejected. Experts say the deal may reduce immediate risks at sea, but won't stop fighting on the front lines. For now, peace remains a distant prospect, and Putin appears in no hurry to change that.